Yo, what's good? What's good? This your boy Vega Man, and welcome to the Vega Man Show. Today, I'm gonna do a little quick tutorial. As you guys can see under the description on the video, it says how to create a level 25 mansion under 500 bucks. I'm gonna show you guys how. So again, without further ado, I'm with the show. What's good, Grand Mafia fans, Grand Mafia players? It's your boy Vega Man, and welcome to the Vega Man Show. As I said, so today we're going to do a little quick tutorial on how to create a level 25 mansion under 500 bucks. I did try this out, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop up the game on the screen for you guys. So as you can see, loaded up the game here. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger here for you guys to see. Now, right now, my city, 113. Shout outs to everybody on 113 that subscribed to my channel. Thank you guys for the love and support. I'm definitely going to be doing more videos and more content for you guys. So as you guys can see, this is my alt account. So far, and that pretty much is based on the gear set that you guys get. So as you know, when you first start off the game, you get like the $5 packs. I would definitely throw in some money into the game. You don't have to necessarily kill your bank account to be able to achieve level 25 on your accounts. You just got to make sure you get the proper gear sets to be able to help you. If you also look at your investment tab, make sure that you start working on your economy. As you can see right now, my economy is level 6. And a lot of them is level 5s. So I'm usually just investing majority of it. The reason why you want to do that is you want to increase your investment speed. The more speed you have, the less time it takes for you to be able to level up your buildings. It also works as well with the construction speed. Each thing that you do in this game has speed limits. So for investments, you're gonna obviously it's gonna be on your investment building. For construction, it's actually construction is based on you can get the gear, construction gear. As you can see, the architect gear is for your construction. It gives you specific buffs. The higher the level of your gear is, so try to work your levels. Like try to kill kingpins. A lot of the kingpins will give you the actual necessary materials that you need to level up these particular gear sets. So as when I first started this account, I made sure that I bought the architect gear set for constructing your buildings. When you build your buildings, as you can see, I have low level buildings just for this particular case. So when you're leveling up your building and you're upgrading it, you can see my construction buff right now is at 240%, and that's because I have the construction set, which is the architect set, and it's in purple. Most of them it's in purple. The more that you level up, the more percentage and the more faster you decide to build up buildings. Um, Main thing that I can highly recommend you guys when you start off with a brand new account is make sure that you enter a very active faction. You need a really active faction because um, your faction members help you with your building, your constructing, and also your time for your investments. So as you can see, I created a new account and I moved this account specifically to my city, 113, and I have over 95 members in my faction. So it's always active. The more active you have active players, the more faster your mansion grows. This is something that I highly recommend if you're a very active player and you really want to get into this game. Make sure when you first start off, find a very active faction in your city, and then start working on the tips that I'm giving you. So as you can see, I have a architect set, but I also have an investment set. And both sets is going to help you level up your buildings and also the investments for your base. So you really need to have that um, as you get higher on your levels because you're gonna level up. Your character will level up. Your underboss character will level up. Um, Normally, I usually get the killer queen and uh, well, I don't know, Onio or whatever the hell name her name is. But I usually get these two particular characters specifically because of their buffs. They do have buffs, especially these two underbosses give you engineering control, which gives you construction buff. So they give you a 15% every single time that you level up their levels with tokens. As they get stronger, I think the max is gold status, and once you do that, your buff on your construction buff increases. Same thing on specific characters that you get. Specific underbosses will give you specific, like him. He gives you cash. I think there's one here that gives you investment. I'm gonna look here. He gives you diamond and investment control. So the underbosses and what you do and how you equip them is very important. To change your underboss, just make sure you go to where your gear set is. You click this little arrow tab right here, and then you can set whatever underboss that you need for a specific buff. So let's say if I really wanted to have some diamonds, or if I wanted a investment, I will click the underboss that has the skill. You can click the view the skills, and it'll give you diamond control, investment control, and then you can set them as your underboss, and it'll control, like he will be in control of your base. Obviously, I'm not going to use him because I really don't need him just yet. So look at the. I'm going to put Killer Queen because I think she has better buffs. Yeah, she definitely has better buffs than the one that I have there. So I'm going to use her because I want her to help me with, constructing my base. Now, as far as like me having the construction set on right now, because I believe I have the construction set. To change sets, you just go click on the plus arrow, change it, apply. Once you apply, you'll see the difference on the buffs, and then you're able to upgrade. Again, it's very important to have these type of sets if you're going to increase your bases. So make sure you guys invest in that. The packs for it, it's like $5. Um, I will highly recommend you not to spend so much. Just make sure you get the necessary materials for you to craft it, because you can craft those sets yourself, and you don't necessarily have to buy like the 99 packs, $99 packs. You don't need to do that. Um, there are certain things that you can get as a newbie. It'll give you like these newbie packs that you can spend like no more than $5. I will highly recommend that, and then just craft the rest of the other necessary gears that you need. Just go there, go to the workshop, and you're gonna look at the sets. You click sets right here, it'll give you the sets of what you necessarily need. You need the architect set, obviously it'll give you to the tab right there of it, and the investment set, and just craft them all out. It's very easy. It'll tell you exactly what you necessarily need to craft the necessary items. So in order to get those things, you have to look at the map. There are specific kingpins that will drop the necessary items. Um, so that is something that's very important. They give you the necessary items to be able to upgrade each particular piece of set of gear you have. So definitely do that. The downside about having to kill kingpins, obviously you have to wait because of the energy, but you can also increase your energy if you have energy boosts. You can do that as well. Just be very sporadic at what you want to do. Don't try to kill it all at once, because then you're really going to put yourself in a pickle there. As you can see right now, our city is having an event at the moment. We are doing what's it? early governor's war. Right now, we're having this little competition with other cities to see who is the best cities right now in gathering and doing all types of different tasks that we're doing. As you also can see, this one right here, this is my main base right there, the Vega Man. It's my main base. Obviously, my alt is right next to it. I'm actually kind of proud of the fact that I leveled it up to level 22 so far. And, you know, a lot of that had to do because I have a good faction and I have very strong members that can help, you know, with my time. As you can also see right now, I'm also working on leveling up. So, you know, it's important to have those particular things as far as, as far as as the game's required, you need to do required. So, make sure that you also when you work on your investments to increase your buffs, definitely start working on your economy. Your economy is going to help you with the construction speed, but also it also will give you it'll also increase the resources that you also need for your buildings when it starts to produce materials for you to build your buildings, and also materials that you necessarily need for upgrades on your investment. Um, I usually work on my defenses early. I try to put as much as I can on my investments on my defense, because you never know, people attack you and stuff like that, especially when you start off and you're low level. I'm also working on my crew. Getting to tier 4 is going to be a hell of a grind. If you don't have the money, it's definitely going to take a lot of time. But like I said, if you get the right equipment and you level them up to purple to gold, it should be quicker. Right now I got tier 3 soldiers. It did take me about 2 days to unlock it with all the necessary things that I had. I also worked on my kingpins. Obviously, kingpins is very important. Try to at least unlock level 3, so that way you got from level 1 to 3, and you can level up your gear to at least purple. So that's very important to have, especially for your investment and your um, construction sets. Yeah. So also casinos, you can level up your casinos. I'm like, again, I'm already at level 22 mansion, so I'm leveling up my casinos, and that's the hideouts that you get. You can also work on your costs for your troops. I'm also working on that as well. Now, each specific tiers can increase your production and also your investment speed and your training speed and all the necessary things you need to do. I'm actually going to make more of a video on that on my other account, my main account, so that way you guys can see how it is when you progress to after level 25. So this is before level 25. I just wanted to make a video. There were a lot of people who are asking me questions. It's like, oh, Vega Man, if I don't have a lot of money, and this is and that's understandable. You know what I'm saying? I really wanted to just kind of make a video. Um, this is like from 500 and under. You know what I'm saying? From $5 to $500. You can make yourself a really decent base, and you'll be able to hold your own. Just definitely work on your percentage on your tabs. Like I said, the gears are very important to have. The right underboss is very important. And then obviously you need a very active faction. That helps a lot. Factions give you a specific construction buffs, investment buffs. Depending on how high the faction is, the better it is for you. So definitely make sure to do that. As you all know, everything has speed. Even training your soldiers has speed. Like if you look at your soldiers right now and you want to train, there's a speeding buff right there. Training speed buff. There are certain things that you want to do. For me, when you do your specialties, you want to start off with your specialties when you get your gear sets and stuff. Make sure you do the cash, obviously the 5 cash, whatever, to unlock it, and then you go straight down. I usually work on construction speed, investment speed, and diamond. You know what I'm saying? And I usually don't focus on these because as you go and you unlock more specialties in it, you're able to kind of have your own custom made ones, and you can just set it and go as you go with the game. It's pretty easy. I'll show you that on my main account a little later, what I'm talking about that. But I usually just invest on the necessary things that I think is very important: construction speed, investment speed, diamond speed, and obviously the robbery. That is also very important because you need your troops to rob resources for you to and level up your buildings, and also your to also be able to train more troops. You need those resources. So I usually just focus on the things that I really need. I'm not really too focused on the production. I'm more focused on the actual things that I need for now to be able to level up my buildings and actually have more faster speed. So obviously, as you can see, I've been focusing on my construction speed 1, investment speed 1, and then once I unlock these right here, I do construction speed 2, diamond, and then investment speed, and then you'll have these right here will be your robbery speeds, and then obviously you'll have to unlock these. It takes about 5 to unlock, so I'll focus the rest of it right here on the diamond production too. When it comes to tiers of your troops, the higher the tier, the more diamonds you need. Just remember that. So with these type of specialties, like when you start leveling up your character, there's a tab here in one of your investments. I believe I like to say it was advanced cruise. Yeah, right here, advanced cruise. So if you go to your advanced cruise set, you'll see a specialty right here. This right here, the more you level it up, the more it unlocks another tab of specialty. So I think on my main one, I think I have it at 5. So I have 5 specialty tabs. So when you look at it, you'll have like 5 of them, and you can actually set up. It'll reset all the points, and you can set up whatever you want. So like on my other account, I have a construction set with investment side. Then I have a whole production one, just specifically for just production. Then if I have another one that does training and um, assembly and traps, one specifically for troops, and then so on. And you can just customize it the way you want, so that way when you need it for certain things, you can actually just change the specialties as much as you want. And it's cool. Just make sure that you have enough of the specialty resetters as much as you can. You can get those by from your faction. You level up. You get make sure you get enough coins, and you can just boom, 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 just buy as many of these as you can, so you just can switch on and off, on and off, on and off, and get the necessary percentage on your buffs that you need for whatever you need. Training speed. It can be production speed. It can be construction speed, investment speed. That's how I do it. I don't know how other players do it, but that's how I do it. And right now, as you can see, yeah, I have other players just beat me. I was number 1 for a long time in this city, but I'm third now. But this is my main right here. He's at 368 million, and I've been working very hard. Right now, I'm actually working on my Governor's War tab. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a Governor's War tab. I'm actually working on that right now. You need crypto tokens for that to work on that. But yeah, um, let's see. Have I covered everything? I think I have. Uh, so yeah, so that's just some tips right there for you guys. I just wanted to make a quick tutorial so y'all get all get the hang of what I'm talking about. Um, so as you go, when you create your base, I usually don't really focus on smelters and gunsmiths and warehouses. It's nice to have, but I really don't focus on that too much. I usually like to focus on banks, so you make sure you get a few banks there, a few warehouses, and majority of them, I usually like to set up enough diamonds and enough hospitals, and that's what you want. especially when you're going in war with different players. You want to have enough hospitals. The reason why I say that is because as you build your troops, you want to have enough room so not all your troops die, and you have enough to be able to defend your base. And you just make sure you heal your troops, so that way you have enough troops in there. Because like if you don't have any hospitals and you're building troops, and they get all wiped out, then you're screwed. You have nothing, no defenses. So that's very important. I usually set myself up with at least 7 to 8 hospitals. You want to have at least about 300, about 400, you know? So, yeah, so for me, I usually do diamonds. Diamonds is very important to have because when you start getting up there with the top players and you unlock T4s, you're going to need diamonds to be able to train T4s. So that's very important. But yeah, I just wanted to come in here and show you guys a quick tutorial. I'm going to be right back. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to load up my other account, my main account, and I'm going to show you guys the rest of what's going to happen. Alright guys, stay tuned. I'll be right back. Yo, what's good? I'm back. So as y'all can see, my main account is right now on the screen. And as y'all can see right here, what I'm going to show you guys right now is what I was talking about as far as having particular as you can see, this is what it looks like in my investment so far, and this is the reason why, you know, that my economy it's all maxed out and everything else is maxed out except for the ones that I have right here, which they're a pretty high percentage and I'm working on them as I go. I'm not putting as much money in it, but it does take time, and that's just the thing. When you get higher up there, it does take a lot more time. Sometimes it takes about 15, maybe 20 days. And if you have active crew members, your time will dwindle to the point that you can use your speed buffs to be able to what the hell did I get here? I always need relocators. Oh wait. Oh, never mind. Okay. So, yeah, so as you can see, my character right here, his speed buffs is ridiculous. Okay, so as if you notice, my investment is that gold. The only piece I don't have left that is gold is my pants, and I'm working on that. Majority of it's purple. Um, you can actually see the actual amount when I use my investment speed. So let's say if I want to invest any tab, boom, right here, look at that percentage. 356.18%. Above 300, less time. Below 300, it's going to take some time. So you want it to be able to at least be above 300 plus. That's what you want to do. It also helps with time, and it also helps with the speed. So that's what you want to have for a set. As you can see, when I say about the cool thing about this game too is the specialties. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. Specialty sets, I have 4 of them, and each one I have it specifically set for a specific thing. So that's important to have. So like you can switch off, on and off, on and off for the things that you need. Training speed, traps, and you can just set it up the way you want to. This one's specifically set for just troops. So it gives you the necessary high static buffs that you want. You can also do the same thing with equipment. Equipment, you can get your own slots for your own particular equipment. As you can see, I have a Godfather set. I have a King set. I have a challenger set. The challenger set is for your, for you to kill kingpins and stuff like that. Obviously, I have my construction set and I have my investment set. So those are the particular sets that I highly recommend for you all to get. Every player is different. Usually, players like to focus on training troops. I don't think that's wise because training troops is good and all, but if you don't have the necessary buildings and if you don't have the necessary defenses, your troops will die, and then you just wasted all that time. So I usually just focus on defense and building the necessary things that I need, and then after that, after I got all that stuff settled, then I build troops. And it becomes a lot faster when you have higher speed, training speed. Your troops tend to speed up faster, and that's what you want. You want to be able to train your troops as fast as you can, you know what I'm saying, with the minimal of resources to make sure when you get T4s, you want to change, you want to lower the cost. If you lower the cost of the troops, it takes less resources. I'm working on the T4 ones right now so that I don't have to spend so much diamonds. And then the rest is history, man. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what I've been doing. If it helps you guys, I'm happy to, make these type of videos. If it helps you be a top player, I'm telling you, this game is awesome. I enjoy it. I made some really cool friends, and I got to know a lot of good people. So don't be discouraged. You'll get there. Just make sure, just follow the tips that I did, and you should have a level 25 mansion within maybe a week. You know what I'm saying? So, again, guys, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you leave your comments down below. Also, stay tuned because in about 14 days, I'm going to be doing the Governor's War, and I'm going to stream it live so y'all can see how Governor's War is. It's a whole different ball game, and hopefully my peoples from 113, we work together and be able to at least win the Governor's War, and I hope so, you know what I'm saying? So for all my peoples in 113, let's work together. Yeah, it's fun to kill other players, but remember, when you're a city, we have to work together as a team because other cities will come and they will conquer us, and then the game won't be enjoyable. All that hard work goes for nothing, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. I wanted to make this quick tutorial. Just leave your comments if you have any other questions. Like I said, for players that don't spend much, just follow the tips that I did, under 500 bucks, and you'll be able to get level 25 easily like that. And it just takes time and patience. But if you don't have time and patience, obviously some of these players, some of these class top players, they usually spend a lot of money on it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, guys, make sure you follow me on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, The Mega Man Show. The Merc Store, the description's down below. Make sure you support your boy. I'm coming out with so many different new things, and I'm trying to do new things for this channel. So again, y'all, thank you for tuning in. God bless. I'm out. Peace.